Yo, what is up, y'all? My name is Devin, and today I'm going to be breaking down a few things that you should keep in mind before you enter your bulking phase. But before I break into that, make sure if you're new here, new and not subscribed, you go ahead and press that subscribe button down below to help my channel grow. If you are interested in one-on-one coaching, that's two. If you are interested in one-on-one coaching, a meal plan, or a training plan, go ahead and email me at devindoescoaching@gmail.com. My cookbook, Healthy Doesn't Suck, is now out, which I'm gonna link somewhere over here. The first thing to understand in your bulking phase is more weight gain does not equal more muscle gain. Simply put, just because you're gaining 4 pounds a week doesn't mean that you're gaining 4 pounds of muscle a week. The principle that we really want to keep in mind here is less is best. When you're calculating calories for your bulk, remember, you don't have to eat a shit ton of calories in order to gain muscle. You just need to be in a slight surplus. The leaner your bulk is, the less fat you have to cut in your dieting phase. So for example, if a 300 calorie surplus would have yielded you 1 pound of muscle growth per month, that doesn't mean that a 600 calorie surplus would have yielded you 2 pounds of muscle growth per month. Don't think that you have to go extremely overboard with your calorie consumption, with your protein intake, with your carb intake. You can squeeze out a lot of muscle growth with a little surplus, and don't necessarily look for crazy weight gain scale wise. Also take pictures of your physique at least one time a week. Make sure that you are tracking your training sessions. Now, tracking your training sessions, in my opinion, and most people's opinion, is very fucking important because your brain is not a calculator, right? For example, if you're doing a deadlift and you have 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps to knock out. Okay, last week I did 315 for 8 reps. This week I want to do 320 for 8 reps. The only way you're really going to be able to dial in and really utilize those little 2.5 plates that the gym has is by tracking your lifts. If you've been stuck at 135 on your flat bench press for a month and then you add those little 2.5 plates on either end, that's progressive overload, and that's going to help you build muscle. Make sure that you're tracking your lifts so that you can optimize the extra food that you're putting into your phase hole and that you're not just staying stagnant with your training progress. Now, this next tip is highly important for people who consider themselves hard gainers or people who think that they have a hard time gaining weight, okay? The quality of your food matters. Drinking bullshit ass mass gainers, which I've had to wean a lot of my clients off, it's going to help you gain weight, but it's not going to help you performance wise, it's not going to help you energy wise, it's not going to help you micronutrient wise, and it's simply not healthy because it's just highly processed. That doesn't mean that you can't use protein products like protein powder here and there to help you reach your protein and your calorie goal. A general rule of thumb when you're bulking and also when you're cutting, because we don't want to be suffering all the time here, the 90-10 rule. So 90% of your food should be whole foods, home cooked, and just clean, if that makes sense. And then the 10% of your food can be fun food, like food from out, food from restaurants, maybe even junk food, because we are humans at the end of the day. We do want mouth pleasure. Now, I know a lot of us struggle with OCD when it comes to tracking food and stuff like that, but I do suggest that you track your food just so that you know that you're A, in a caloric surplus, you're actually going to gain weight, B, that you're hitting your macronutrient targets. If you have target macronutrients like I want to hit X protein intake, X fat intake, and X carb intake, this is going to help me gain muscle but as lean as possible, you know, that's going to optimize your results. And if you're just eating randomly more food, which is very subjective, your macros matter because your macros dictate your body composition. If you know you're simply eating more food but you're eating more fat and carbs than protein, well, you're probably going to gain more body fat than necessary. Understand that you are going to gain fat in a bulk. A lot of us have this dream of being like Kumail Nanjiani, like we're just gonna blow up with no body fat, just build a shit ton of muscle and just look absolutely insane. But the fact of the matter is you are gonna develop fat, but there's gonna be muscle under that fat. So it's kind of like give and take. You give your abs up, you gain some muscle, and then whenever you decide to cut down, you're going to reveal that muscle. The bulk builds what the cut reveals, okay? So I'm probably not the first person who ever said that, but yeah, you have to stay the course to get your gains. If you do feel like you struggle with creating a proper meal plan for yourself, if you feel like you struggle staying the course when it comes to bulking or cutting or just being healthy overall, or if you aren't 100% sure on your training plan, feel free to email me for coaching, a training plan, or a meal plan. We can definitely get that going for you. Follow me on Instagram where I post my thirst trap, which is also going to be linked in the description down below. And like I always say, Devin loves you, Devin's a Don, and Devin is out of here, boy.